It's cute. It's cute. But speaking of, I am not alone. I am joined by none other than Krupp. Hello, Krupp. Ha- ha- hello.
Did you just say I'm cute?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Make me do this in public. All these people watching.
Nice. Hello, Kuro. Hello.
Did you just say speaking of cute, Kuro? I heard it.
I had to segue in some way. Okay. But I was just telling the chat that it's been a long time since we've been in Limsa. Like we don't spend as much time here as we used to.
Yeah, we don't. But I mean, we don't have a reason to.
Yeah.
So I just realized this person is called Bomboko, and they have a Bomboko, I suppose.
What is happening between these? Oh my god.
Aye.
Is there a new exclamation mark emote? Is that what's happening?
I think there is an exclamation mark emote. I don't know if it's new.
He was doing exclamation mark and question marks, and I haven't seen those before.
Okay, question mark 100% was an emote before. I think it was from some special event. I know it's on the market, like in the store.
Okay.
Exclamation, I don't remember, but I also think so.
Okay, fair enough. But yes, Dastan is here. Dastan is going to play Final Fantasy XIV with us, right, Dastan?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dastan, when are you playing with us? Look, you can even join our clan.
Yes.
I will accept you. I will accept you into our Final Fantasy XIV clan. Yes. Maybe.
You can become a quack.
Yeah, quack. You can become a quack, exactly.
Yes. Good.
Does this guy have the same code as you? Just stood next to you. It just ran away. The bunny guy. I think he has the same code.
I didn't see him. Yeah. Just gonna do a quick sweep. Do you know where the event is? Do we have to go upstairs and stuff?
I think it's upstairs. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't.
Look, there's two people RPing here. There's a girl sleeping on her lap.
Hold on. Let me angle the. Hey. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
But also they are sitting on the. Okay, Square Enix. Seriously though, just let us sit on walls, okay? Seriously, just let us sit, okay? That's all. Because right now you can't normally do that in game. You like need special stuff for that.
Hold on. I think it's upstairs, right?
Yeah. I think it is. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Kato was also letting us know that the exclamation mark is in store. It's from the store.
There you
go. Is it? No. Where is it? Where is it?
Okay, wait, is it a journey hold on. I look it up. Because if you are in our Discord, in our Final Fantasy XIV news channel, we post the articles for all the seasonal events, so you can get more information. Limsa Lumisa Upper Decks. It's in the Downing Wench. It's in the. It's
is it a journey to remember?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that quest and I was like, I don't think that was there before. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, that is it. And this is like a this is a repeated event, as in like it already did happen before.
Are there new rewards?
No. But just people who played it before can replay it.
Okay. Hello, Daunted. Be gone, foul spirit. Daunted.
At least I think there are no new rewards. Kata can confirm.
Daunted, come play some Final Fantasy XI. Come.
Yeah, Daunted, seasonal event started today. So where?
Daunted, you missed out on laying eggs, so now you have to 11.
So let we're not in party.
Okay. I'm gonna speak to Remumu. Remumu, oh my god, this is a full fucking set. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rumimi has caught wind of a promising story and seeks an adventurer to help separate fact from fiction. This quest is available for a limited time only. I think it's a girl.
It is. Also, I can see. Excuse me, miss. Do you have a moment? I'm Remumu with the Harbour Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of these well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. Judging by my dress? I'm literally dressed as a spriggan. But okay. No doubt one as worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? That upstart Peter Winsome practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. Our readership soon doubled, and he's been regarded as the Harbour Herald's finest reporter ever since. That should have been my story, and I'll be damned if he beats me to this one. But if following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted, so that's where I plan to start.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Nice.
Custom effects. Does she have anything else to say?
I guess she wasn't talking about Yugiri, I guess.
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
Alright, well
maybe she's talking about
Costa.
maybe she's talking about a different event entirely.
To Costa del Sol, probably. Or just a person from Final Fantasy XI.
Maybe.
Where?
Yeah, this is Light's idle phase where he just like runs in circles. That's how he rests.
No, it's jumping in circles.
Ah, sorry. So what happens if you're running in circles?
Oh, that's my looking for Costa del Sol phase.
Hmm.
But I found it.
Good
Let's
job.
go. Yes. Daunted. I had to re-download Final Fantasy XIV when Windows anchored me, so I'm back to Linux. Then re-download it. God, shaking my head. Okay, we're spying on women in bikinis.
Can you play Final Fantasy
on Linux? I don't think Linux is that potato. I think you can do it.
No, it's not about being potato. It's just like the game may not be made for it.
I'm pretty sure it has support. Okay, we're spying on bikinis. Okay, fine.
Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look over there. Could it be?
Oh, she's wearing our clothes.
Okay, what would she sound like? Has somebody played Final Fantasy XI?
And I doubt they had voice acting in it. So.
Begging your pardons. Please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we are close to Selbina? Or perhaps Maura? I fear I am hopelessly lost. Selbina? Maura? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Wilbrand. Eastern Lanosia, to be precise. I take it you're the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns as of late. You've cut quite the warpath through Eorzea from what I've heard. Yes, I hail from the east, but... Wilbrand? Lanosia? I cannot recall such names. Though, truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in these strange surroundings. By Byregod's birth. Birth? Bird. Bird? Beard.
What do you say?
God, it's the same word that trips me every time. Like, I know how to read it, but my brain just can't do it. You mean you've lost your memory? I remember my name is Iroha. I am training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I am still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... Forgive me. It is hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of Master, and a powerful technique I labor to perfect, Amatsu Kyori. I am certain it is essential to completing my mission. Interesting you'd remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. If you continue to practice your master's teachings, it stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Recalling my mission by first recalling master's teachings. Yes, that does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned have a specific purpose. It would only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. This is the scoop I've been looking for. A Far Eastern warrior on a special mission? What if we're in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Peter's story. People need to know. But she's no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help her so we can get to the bottom of this. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now, will it? Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. To journey alone in this strange land would be a trial all its own, I am sure. Might we explore the shore south of here? I recall mentioned that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring. If the creatures here are similar, I would like very much to try my hand against them. And I trust you'll ensure she has every opportunity to do so. Now, don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her fill of combating creatures along the coast, perhaps you should rest in Limsa where it's safer. Bulwark Hall should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates. What is a scholar voice, don't it? I'm not sure which one is a scholar voice. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to see if I can make like more varied voices, and the one I picked hurts me. It's not comfortable. But I'm gonna stick to it.
Also, Kat, I'm sure there was like some cinematics with voices.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a fate.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say.
Kill the turtles.
Oh no. I was gonna say that like. Hold on, I need to. Wait for me. Yes, I am here. I am taking part. Hey, we did it. Where is she even? Oh, is she there? Oh, she went all the way there, okay.
Oh, she's like a dragoon.
Yeah, she's a lancer. But she has like a fire lance.
Apparently we're done. What?
Yeah, we just
let's see if she has more dialogue.
I'm just following her.
Oh, someone said duck party. Ah.
Hold on, I'm just following her. Huh? What's going on there? Duck party. Hold on. Say what? That's it.
Okay, that's it. Where is it? Two limbs. I'm shocked. In literally one quest, now we have to go back to Limsa. What?
Yeah,
that was nothing.
That was confusing. We also did get like later.
What? No. No, that's not. Doesn't make any sense. Shaking my head. Also, hello, Asher Brohead. Good morning. Hope you enjoyed your nap.
Maybe it's like Maybe it's like, you know, like you remember?
We'll see. Let's go. Let's go to the wench and see if this is literally the end of the quest.
Because you remember the Final Fantasy 10 was also like short.
We didn't do a 10 one.
We did. Not Final Fantasy 10. It was what was it? Dragon Quest 10.
Okay, there you go. Right, let's speak with.
Hold on, I can see them yet. I can see them yet. There's too many people. They don't know for me.
I had to make a new character because you can't make a trial on PlayStation if you've already activated it on PC. Oh.
Asher bro, are you online now? Do you want to be our friend?
You can become our friend.
We can become French.
There is a Final Fantasy XI event going on at the moment. You missed out on Easter.
Would you missed out on Easter. Would you like to be our French? Ooh.
Okay, he can't add friends.
We can add.
He's not online. He's not online.
He can add friends until he finishes. No, we can send you a friend request as like full game people. It's just that you can send requests to others. That's how it works.
Yeah. We can send you a request. Right, go ahead, Kuro.
I can't see them. I can't see the NPC.
What do you mean you can't see them? It's been like 10 minutes. What are you doing?
They're not here for me. They're just not here.
Wait, do you have a quest here? Or did you not finish it?
Yeah, it did not complete for me.
What? Why did? It's because you didn't hit anything in the fates.
I did.
It's because you literally did.
I did hit 2 crabs, but like it didn't count.
Oh my god, Kuro, you didn't do the fate. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, Asher, like there are limitations basically to avoid like trolls and stuff. But like we can invite you, like we can send you friend requests and stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to come online now. You can come online whenever you are free.
We cannot invite you to the FC, to the clan or anything, but like we can have you on friend list.
2 whole craps, didn't you listen, Light?
Yeah. What the heck?
I'm pretty sure you attacked the crabs after the fate ended.
No.
I saw it happen.
Yeah, sure. Now you say you saw it happen. Why did you tell me before it happened?
Because it took you a long time to dismount. You were just sitting there doing nothing.
I was not mounted.
What were you doing? Why were you not attacking things?
Well, see you in 20 minutes.
Well, shaking my head.
So I'm sitting here with a king's grave. I find that interesting.
Thank you, Dante. Thank you. Yes, we will stretch. We will stretch.
Yes, exactly.
Kuro was deciding what voice to give the female crabs. Yes.
Precisely, Dante. I'm glad you noticed. It's a lot of hard work put into it, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Yaku is playing on free trial. I mean, when he's playing. Ace was on free trial and so on. Like, we were able to add them to friends. So it is one side limitation. We can also add them to, like, group chats as well. So that also works.
Mm-hmm.
Hola, Dastan. I see you in my chat as well. Dastan, when are you playing? Dastan, come play.
How often is the fate? How long are you gonna be stuck there, Kuro?
I have no idea, but there are 2 other people waiting.
Oh boy. Shaking my head.
Oh yeah, like did you see? Dustin was playing GTA last night.
Yeah. Awful. Smash my funada Dustin. Funada.
Dustin is saying if we want him to play Final Fantasy, he will be trashing StarCraft. Oh, the fate is starting.
Well, then why are you playing GTA, Dustin? Huh?
It's coming.
But yeah, so wishing you the best of luck, Dastan, because it's in less than a week of the qualifiers. There we go.
Hey, I get to hear the music at least. Because we didn't have time to hear the music last time. It is the different music.
Carreritas? Okay. Huh? From Oren Play? I don't know what that is. Is that like a GTA streamer? Is that like a roleplay GTA streamer? Don't know. Oren Play? Yeah, let's see. I assumed you were talking about a streamer. Yeah. 10K media viewers. Oh my god. Is he like Jim? Is he like Jim Rising? Does he shave his head on stream? Oh god. Hold on. Jim greater than or in play. Ibai? Who is Ibai? I don't watch Twitch streams. That's done. I don't watch streamers. I don't. The only Twitch streams I watch are StarCraft tournaments or Vindicta. Like my cranky duckling players.
She called them disgusting creatures. How dare
Those are the only streams I watch. Watching streams, it is pretty cringe daunted, especially VTubers. Like watching streamers is cringe versus watching VTubers. That's like beyond cringe, mate.
How can you be watching streamers? Wow.
True. It's okay, Kuro. We're not streamers. We're ducklings.
Yeah. I'm glad we made this distinction.
Yes. Yes. Whack. My launchers work. Stop breaking your launcher, Dante. Why did you go to Linux? God damn it. You probably have to like do a fresh install of
Hey, Fate Complete for the second time. I did get the Fate Complete thingy, but it didn't.
Sure you did.
No, I did.
Uh-huh. Roll back the tape. Roll it back. See what happened. Windows deleted all my files. That's what I mean. Like, don't just do a fresh install of Linux and you'll be fine. Right. I'm waiting. Krupp is on her way. She's on her way.
I am on my way.
I did a fresh. This is the fresh. Freshen it up again. Daunted. God damn it.
I am back.
Ah.
Where did all the people go? Are you ready?
It took too long. Yep, go.
Training at the beach was invigorating. It has been too long since I joined such sport, fighting alongside one so well versed in the arts of war. I would like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first, I doubted crabs would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against their hardened shells, swing after swing over and over again, I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen.
It was a crystal.
Where did we get it?
You picked it up.
Oh my, what a peculiar stone. I sense something within it. Something familiar. Something dark.
Why is he naked?
Oh my. I mean, she did say oh my. So. A grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest. A lord of shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected. The fate of the realm hanging in the balance. I remember. And yet, I am not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such a foe? The answers must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu Hiyori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Gridania, I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hog Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, full of the fury and cunning I would expect in a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When we are finished, we can meet in the nearby town.
Okay.
So
I approve that we are not done.
Yes. Also, Dustin is asking why make roleplay here when you can make roleplay in GTA with me and Facebook.
Because this is a good game.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a summary. Yeah.
The Central Shroud.
You know, seriously, like Final Fantasy is much more varied. Like GTA is just like, oh yeah, let's do another heist. Ha ha! I have faster car. That's it. Like that's the gameplay. That's it. There's nothing more there. Do you play Final Fantasy VII? No. This is the first Final Fantasy game I have played. I have watched some, but I've never played one.
Can you ride chocobos in GTA?
Exactly.
Tell us when you can ride chocobos in GTA.
That's so you can't play Final Fantasy if you don't play Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I am.
Steam launcher not work, so I can try the standalone launch. God damn it, Daunted. What have you done? Okay, it looks like we just missed it, so we'll have to chill
literally
here for
just
a bit.
missed it. She's walking out. Okay.
I just realized that there are tentacle hedges here, which is weird.
Yes. You would think like it looks like this garden is kept, you know? Like somebody is taking care of it.
I like to think one of these floating eyes, their job is to just maintain the hedges. Yes. Shaking my head.
Why is there no entrance to the cage? I wanted to get in, but you can't.
I'm getting a wine gecko. Oh.
Really?
Are you going to drink it?
Why are there stairs to the water if you can't swim in it?
So you can get out of it.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
I think my sub ran out. Ah. I mean, it shouldn't matter. You should still be able to play it, Daunted.
I mean, he has to resub, but
yeah, maybe it's that's the reason. I don't know. Maybe.
The launcher works. Yay! Progress.
Hey.
Hold on. No, you can't land.
They subscribed 420 days. Nice.
Hey, Lit, where you at?
Yeah, I kind of wish they gave us a little bit. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much story we get. I don't know. Like, I feel like I mean, obviously, the vast majority of people playing haven't touched Final Fantasy XI before. So I hope they're able to do it a little bit of justice story-wise. Because we haven't really been told much so far. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to scare the eye away, but it doesn't go.
I still think it's cool. I still think it's cool that that they're incorporating it in some way.
I did it.
What did you do?
I scared the eye away.
Nice.
By splashing water on it.
I played a tiny bit of 11. I don't know the story. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's encouraging. So my god, have you seen these other hedges?
Yeah, I was talking about them before. There's like people.
Yeah, but they're like, what are they doing?
Chilling.
This does not look like chilling.
Yeah.
They look intense.
Fine, don't worry about it. They're lifting up the pavement. Yes.
By one of the people being on the back of the other. Yes.
I mean I don't think that's what it's meant to be. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like two people merged in one. Like
why? Oh, hold on.
Because it's supposed to be horrific, Kuro.
Sorry.
It's supposed to be a horrific place. Oh, it's a Gordy. Oh. It's an interesting model.
What just happened? I was trying to look at the demon up close, and so I went to first person and I saw his crotch. What is it?
$11 just hasn't aged well. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I would never try to play it at all. But it would be interesting if they went back to it at some point, as in like if they made like a single player remaster or something, or like a single player like sequel to it.
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot more stuff.
Like especially because like they have like an IP basically, like they have a story, they have all these characters like kind of on the back shelf, and they can do something with that.
Demons, they call another story. Precisely means a great samurai once fought such beings. Perhaps defeating these demons I can do the same. Trying to read while fighting. It's going great.
Good job, Kuro. You can read while fighting.
I know, right?
You did that.
I like the little fanfare at the end. I could scarcely match your pace. This will not do. There must be a way for me to improve more quickly. And she waddles away.
Yeah. I guess the last place to go to will be Ul'dah. I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Let's see. She has multitasking, not like you, Dastan. Dastan, your multitasking will get better if you stop playing GTA.
Yes.
Ah.
No, but seriously, like, Final Fantasy is a good game. Like, to chill, especially. Like, it's... GTA is, I guess, like an explosive game. Like, Final Fantasy is just better to chill if you just want to, like, hang out.
Yeah, we understand if you want to hang out with Orem, Dastan. But, you know, could hang out with the Ducklings.
Thank you once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace on the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combat.
Ah.
Where are we getting these shards? The stun is in full caps. I don't want to chill. Okay. Whatever you say. Oh, you have found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth much like the last, but the color is... Wait, do you hear that?
Be careful, Daunted, because I'm pretty sure, like, currently, if you have a Steam account, it is different than a regular standalone account, right, Kuro?
There was something that you had like to reattach it or something. I don't quite know, so we have to look up an article on that. There was some change anyway.
Yeah, so you may have to look into it, Daunted, and just be really careful with that. Because you don't want to, like, I don't know, make a second account.
I mean, ask Soko about it. I think Soko uses Steam. Soko would probably know. Anyway. A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. But what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaken such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now, I have your light to guide me. You have brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills, the Sagoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, and as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together, I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Ul'dah.
Gage.
Gage? Okay.
Yes.
That says I will look with all my eyes. That's good. It's the great beast, Hildebrand.
Okay, hop on. Can we make it in time? Let's see. Go, Risto, go!
Go. We should have fed him better before going.
I mean, the progress hasn't moved, which is weird. I
Maybe
guess no one's there.
there.
Oh, wait, no, it's moving, it's moving.
Looks like a scorpion of sorts.
Oh, really? I don't know. It looks like a bear.
What?
I feel like its mandibles have to be really just annoying.
Wait, those are mandibles?
How can it... Yeah, it's attached to his mandibles. How can he eat? He's gonna like move his head forward and his own mandibles are gonna get in the way.
Yeah.
They're just... It's like the dog who has the cone around its neck so it can't bite itself. Like, it's the same thing. He just can't bite anything. Ay, ay, ay. That's clearly a fish, guys. True. It's a fish.
I still enjoy how our chocobos are helping each other. It's always cute to see.
I appreciate that he swings his tail around and causes a tornado.
What?
Haven't you seen? Look, Venom Storm. He swings it around and makes a tornado.
Okay. Sure.
I appreciate it.
I would say this is an interesting fight because I feel like it takes forever and not much is happening.
Yeah, it just has a lot of health. I think it just assumes that you're gonna have more people doing it.
I guess so. Because like, there's no like, not much abilities happening. Like it's like, oh yeah, there's another tornado thing. Like, I would expect it to be like more dodging, more doing anything.
It's the Final Fantasy XI experience.
I guess so, maybe. And yet, I found that there is something within me still wanting. I must find a way to overcome this. I must find my way home. There we go. And she waddles away.
Okay. We must go to the quicksand. To the quicksand. There's just a group of NPC adventurers. It's just nice to see them interact. Okay, when you're ready.
There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary Serket. If not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed?
Yeah, succumbed, yeah.
Succumbed? To its poison sting.
Alright, what are we gonna see?
Another stone. Yes, it comes to me now. A mortal struggle. Forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation.
It's Fenrir.
It all makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventurers. It was not my life that I recalled, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within the stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. And I remember my home, Vana'diel. It is not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My true memories return to me now, and it is all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield Amatsu Kyori. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first, I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is the perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Amatsu Kyori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Lim Salominsa.
To the Bronze Lake.
Time to dance with Bugalja. I mean, what?
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 Who?
No, nothing. What were they called? The people who... The fish people who like to bathe and dance?
Sahagin?
No, not Sahagin. These locals here.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. What are they called?
That was my question. Mamul. Mamulja.
Mamulja. There you go.
So look at that lighting.
Alright, let's fight the lake.
Let's fight the whole lake. We have commenced Amatsu Kyori.
Oh, they're over there. Oh no, they're water skippers.
Uh-oh. There's something behind me.
Oh, it's this thing.
Why is it invulnerable?
Kill the eye. Kill the eye.
Dread dragon.
That is not a dragon.
It's not.
It's got wings on its head.
It definitely is Dread though. Looks like Dread.
Yeah.
So apparently she's struggling. Oh, she's feeling on power. Let's go, show us the power.
Oh, limit break.
What's pretty? I will give her that.
This thing looks awful.
I mean, it looks like Dread. That's what I was saying.
It's so skinny.
Oh, somebody arrived just as we finished. Oh no.
The limbs.
Alas, my training is complete, and it is all thanks to you. You are always there to keep me on the path. I would speak with you more, but not here. Let us make for Lim Salominsa.
I'm not entirely sure how the memories of adventurers triggered her memory, but okay.
Yeah, like, look, maybe she will. We will talk about this when we finish.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Hyro.
At last, the power of Amatsu Kyori is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. Oh no, oh no, oh. I clicked in the wrong spot of the screen. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vana'diel. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled. But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time, to escape to the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. I suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Remumu? If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. What a sentence. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well.
So she's like Doc Brown. So I have to go upstairs.
More of the other guy that just gets sent places.
Yeah, she's Doc Brown.
No, she's the other guy. That.
Marty!
Yeah.
We have to go back to the future. That's her.
Because it sounds like she was sent there to like let people know, basically.
Yeah, she's Doc Brown. Oh yeah, you can spoke to Ira. I already clicked on Red.
I already... Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. No, I click... No.
What are you doing?
How do I leave? How do I cancel?
Text. You can't. It's too late.
I wanted to know what she says. Ira told me the good news. Her memory is for the most part restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to the Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my about what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea?
Oh, cutscene.
And you say you went back in time trying to save your world? Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened and I was sent back to the past. To a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vana'diel. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle and a strange light. When next I awoke, I was here. To be torn away from Master when I was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst. How awful. You were close then. Master was like family to me, and an exceptional warrior besides. I've spent my entire life striving to become such a hero, and live up to the legends I so fondly remember.
Oh.
How she remembers them. It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss. That is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vana'diel.
Look at their eyes.
Yeah, the eyes.
Oh my
They're so dead.
god.
So this is the original Lalas. Just want to point it out.
Yeah.
This is how Lalas became a thing. It was home to 3 great nations: the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windwurst. Windwurst? Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife, they would turn to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance or a spiteful god our distraction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. I've seen that guy before. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vana'diel, greatest hero, will live on.
It's a cat.
Yeah, I think those are the original Mikotes, those are the Elezen. This is how it started. There is little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them. But no matter how many times I asked, you would always... Oh, please excuse me. For a moment when I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master and I... Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream, and now it is time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home, in Vana'diel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. It would seem I am not yet ready to return. Is this, perhaps, the will of the goddess? If it is by her will, then so it shall be. I vow to work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again, here in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventure from another world, traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly tale? I leave the flights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever they may be.
Just write the story anyway. God.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she expected.
Well, I mean, it's not about whether people believe. It's the truth, though.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. The hell?
I mean, you can always write it as a fantasy story. Sell a book.
Nah, just say that a primal did it. Then everyone will believe it. There are primals everywhere.
Small talk. Thank you for helping me with that story on Iora. I only wish the information we obtained was from it was worth the travel. A time-traveling warrior from another world. Who would believe such a thing? There's no way I could proclaim it to be true, but it did make for a nice piece of fiction in the papers. Better luck next time, eh?
Now, see, in a world where we have primals, you can totally pass it off as it actually happening. What the hell? We fight Moogle Kings.
We did.
We killed a Moogle King. Shaking my head.
Also, I like how she was like, it's time to go home, and then nothing happens. I'm like,
yeah. I don't like how that. I would prefer if she went home. Because it sounds like they leave it open-ended, but at the same time, it sounds like they haven't done anything with it. Because this originally came out 2 years ago, right?
No,
is what Kat said.
Wasn't it even older?
Yeah.
I think it was even older.
No, the event. The event was 2 years ago.
No. Hold on, let me bring up the article again.
Sure. Regardless, doesn't matter how old it was. What matters is that it is old, which means that they haven't done anything with it until now. So it's like, what the hell? What was the point?
This is the same event that was held in 2015, 17, and 2020.
There you go. See, they did the event in 2015, and they haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, it's been 7 years.
Yeah. So like, why? So just change it and make it so she leaves, so they can at least have some closure and wrap it up, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving her out here, if it's been so many years.
Also, the way they made it sound, it sounds like the master is supposed to be the player.
Character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
In the other game.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, she didn't need to say that we look like him for that to be understood. Because we already knew that, because she was talking about how he was like achieving all these feats, and she called her master an adventurer. It's like, well, yeah.
Yeah. But do you think she actually is in the Final Fantasy XI? Like, is she actually like a student of the adventure, or did they like add her like after the story?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was an NPC. Maybe not. Maybe she was younger. And then they just decided to make her like, you know, a student. I don't know. No, yeah, 100% she would have been there. What are you on about? Because the story of Final Fantasy XI is that they go back in time, and then everything that she was talking about, like she was there for all of that, right? So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it, despite me not liking the ending there. I appreciate the including screenshots. Oh, that was nice. I like the screenshots.
Yeah. I get I still wish to kind of know more about it, but at the same time, like, you know.
Nah, that was good enough. I liked it. I appreciated the screenshots. I appreciated the screenshots. I didn't appreciate how the game looked, because again, there was some questionable artistic choices. Questionable.
What do you mean by questionable artistic choices?
The eyes look really weird.
But do you think that's an artistic choice, or just because the game is old?
No, that was an artistic choice. Okay. There are older games that don't have people who have bad eyes like that. Huh. So yeah, that's it. Did you have any thoughts?
No.
Right?
That's about it.
I liked yeah, I agree though that it did seem a little bit tedious. Some of like the fights weren't very creative.
But they were uncreative. Like, that's the thing. Like, they were like, I basically just stood there and like pressed buttons. And
in general, I think it would have been nicer if it was her just exploring the world instead of her going from place to place to fight creatures. I think exploring and getting to know this world and then like comparing it with her world would have been nicer instead. just overall. So yeah, I think they could have done a little bit better there. Obviously, it's too late to change anything because it's the same event that they've been running for 7 years. But
yeah,
overall, like I do think it could have been written better.
Also, we didn't try on the outfit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Try it on.
Alright.
Amatsu. There we go. Ah. I don't like the legs.
I cannot see because it's way too dark. Let's go inside.
God damn it, Kuro.
There's no light inside. SMH.
There's plenty of light. It's right here. Look, just stand next to the light.
Hold on. Good that I bring my own light with me.
Shaking my head. But yeah, I like the jacket, like the body piece. We even have a boat. We have a boat keeping it all together.
I mean, you have a boat.
So do you. What are you on about? It's right there. So I like the bow, but I don't like the legs. The legs are less stylish. It needs just like how the top is like we have a white jacket. We have like a white tunic, right? With samurai-esque plates on it. Likewise, we need white pants with samurai-esque plates on it.
Right.
And we're not getting that here. We're just getting plates. Yeah. But I like the jacket. It's good. Tis good. The sad music fits my feelings. I forgot I copied my Windows OS drive to an external HD, but I forgot I did. God damn it, nonsense.
Gonna make a screenshot for a thumbnail.
Time to look at the VOD.
No. See, I was bothered by someone else at the same time, and now I'm not gonna have a screenshot. I'm gonna have to go back into game with my own time to make a screenshot for a thumbnail.
Yeah. Correct. Would you like to continue the main story? And
sure, let's
go to
Ul'dah.
Yeah, let's go to Ul'dah. Alright, speak to Alfie. I am as intrigued as you, Light. Shall we hear what news Tataru has brought us? We shall.
Yeah, because who cares about the Shtinian standing on a cliff?
Yeah, we're gonna leave him on the cliff.
Because I like how somebody just dropped next to us.
Tataru has news for you from Ul'dah. And we get a picture of Roban.
Yeah, I mean, she was talking about Roban.
Yeah, I'm still very disappointed in his voice. I think it's a bad voice.
General Roban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Suns right away and help with the investigation.
Come, Light. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be... What? Maybe. Our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Einstein. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem and that it will take some time to prepare. Oh, they didn't forget about Einstein.
Yeah, good luck with him like going around the Mughals. I hope they feed him well. As you wish, Master Alfino.
To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from the darkness. I really don't like this, by the way.
Which? What?
What's happening? I really don't like it. I really don't like that the Sultana's alive.
I don't like how much we're jumping from one story to another because we just had like a big moment with Hresvelg, and then we're like, by the way, let's forget all of that and go somewhere else. I don't
sure.
Like that.
Story-wise, though, I think this is the wrong move. I'm pretty sure this is them because obviously there was obviously a period after A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, like there's a period there where like they're obviously like working on the story and they're getting feedback from what happened and all this stuff. I'm curious if player feedback was that they, from Japan specifically, was that they didn't want the Sultana to die, was that they were upset that she died, and then this is them retconning it basically. Because that's what this feels like. This feels like originally she was supposed to die, and they decided, you know what? We've decided we don't like that decision we made, and we're turning back on it. And it feels really bad. Yeah. So we'll see. But it feels like they are walking it back.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Ul'dah informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Ul'dah's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it, the lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
Hello? Hello?
I'm having a snack since you weren't here.
Nice. Alright, let's speak to Alfino. If one had chosen to entrap the Sultana in a death-like sleep rather than slay her, then one would surely also know of a means to rouse her from said state. There must be an antidote to this poison. So I was talking to this. I was talking to Chad about this, Kuro, during the cutscene. Again, because they're retconning it, they need a really good reason. If you're a storyteller and if you're deciding to retcon something, you need a really good reason to do that, right? So they need a really good reason for not killing the Sultana. And that's what I'm looking out for right now. Like, because they're talking a lot about how she's basically in a coma. You know, they knocked her out and now she's been asleep for like 10 years. And basically, obviously, Aladeji, whatever. He wanted to. The plan was to kill her, to overthrow her, and to take over Ul'dah. Right? That was the plan. But now they have to change the plan. So they need to.
I mean, Aladeji is dead.
Well, yeah, sure. But they need a good reason for that, and hopefully they give a good reason.
Also, what is it I want to say?
No, he's not dead. He's just asleep. He's in a coma as well. Everyone's in a coma.
What? Oh yeah, Aladeji, true.
Yeah, no one dies.
He's split in half, but like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's sleeping. He's sleeping just like the Sultana.
Yeah. They just sewed his legs back together. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
But I was gonna say, they say that like they sustained her in a death-like slumber. So wouldn't, like, if they stop giving her that chemical, like, wouldn't that wake her up? Or
what?
Otherwise, why do you need to keep supplying it?
What? No, she's just asleep.
So they talking about the past shipment, not current shipment. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're talking about a past one. Yeah. When someone's in a coma, you don't have to keep giving them coma juice to keep them in a coma.
There are there are pharmacological like states where like they intentionally keep somebody asleep.
Yeah. Maybe they are. Maybe she has an IV drip on her right now, and they're just keeping her asleep. But I doubt it, because they're talking about an antidote. So we have to do more than just stop that.
Yeah, that's why it didn't make sense to me.
God damn it, Kuro. Alright, we'll speak with you, Giddy.
Okay. Our target is Marielle, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting. A woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents, and confirm that Marielle is still in hiding there.
I'm leaving the Waking Sands. Are you also leaving the Waking Sands? Get up.
I am now.
Get up. Okay.
Sorry, my voice is struggling today. I've been not
How dare you speak ill of... How dare you speak ill of the Leji Dala Meji Eji?
What?
Yes. I didn't even know if Daunted knows who we're talking about. But yes.
I mean, I don't even know if Daunted finished Realm Reborn, to be honest.
I don't think he did. I think he got up to where we were before. So, like, finishing up the Snowcloak.
Yeah, because I remember we like dragged him to Snowcloak by force or something.
We did do Snowcloak together. No one dies. It's like children animation. True. Should use the Como Sultana as a weapon. Slap people with the lifeless body. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, did you see the weapon designs, by the way? There was a contest, apparently.
Do they use Sultana as a weapon?
No, but they use a fat cat as a weapon.
Okay.
No, that's Yugiri.
Okay.
Our target is Marielle, the Sultan's former lady maid. Ah, she says the same thing. Disappointing. Why is she here if she says the same thing?
Well, yeah, why is she here? That doesn't make any sense. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. Ugh, my masters will not be pleased to hear of this.
Oh boy.
Why? Alfino's here. Speak to him.
Is he also saying the same thing?
I have met the Sultana's handmaiden on numerous occasions, but I cannot for the life of me bring her features to mind. What?
That's weird, Alfino. That's actually weird. You're weird.
Okay,
Wait, what?
let's speak to Kikipo.
Greetings, Mielikka. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Marielle, you say? So I just remember what I mispronounced the last time we were here. If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life.
Alright, let's speak to Roban. Ugh, God damn it. Where is she? I will tear this place apart if I must.
Calm down, Arban.
Speak with Papa. Easy now, General. We don't want her bolting down some other hole.
I don't remember Arban being this aggressive, just want to point it out.
Yeah, nah, he's aggressive.
So do that.
Remember he flipped the table? Remember
He did,
that?
but it was like after the events. Like when he was dealing with stuff, like he was never that aggressive.
Did you, Lala?
Yes. Let us gather all the players together. This has gone on long enough.
This is what I was looking for. It's Pippin.
Ah, Pippin, why are you in this series?
I suppose it was too much to ask that we stumble upon her buying fruit in the market square.
Why are you all here, by the way? Just like, oh yeah, it's not suspicious at all that there's like 10 people just running into the city suddenly. City.
Being British
Village.
makes people more aggressive. That does make sense.
I mean, they are known for complaining as every second nation.
Here.
That's you.
Marielle? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Ah.
Look, he's the one who actually gave us proper information. SMH.
Someone stop her. Closest to the market entrance?
Up there? I guess it's up there, right? This is the entrance?
I guess. Ha! Found her! Hands up!
Head feet with all these chocobos.
Why? I still don't. They need a good reason for her to be here.
You are Marielle, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ul'dah was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ul'dah was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ul'dah. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ul'dah's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Hello?
Hello. I was about to eat another jelly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Lit?
I'm pretty disappointed. There was a really... The whole... yeah. Oh, that was disappointing. You know what that was, Kuro? That was one scene designed to just be a big exposition dump to explain everything away. It was very unsatisfying. I think that's the word that I would use. Not disappointing, just unsatisfying.
I agree. On that, I agreed. Yeah, it was unsatisfying.
Yeah. So basically, what they said was, because again, with the retcon, that it wasn't just the retcon of not killing her. They also decided that the handmaiden knew all along that she was going to be put to sleep instead. They also made it so that Ilbert also knew all along that she was going to put
Yeah, like
to
I'm
sleep
fine.
as well.
Sorry. I'm fine with the maiden. I don't like how much they said about Ilbert.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because if he knew that was happening, then there would have been no reason for him to fight, and there would have been no reason for him to chop off Raban's arm. The whole conflict that happened there, basically, he said that literally everyone knew except for us and Raban, and that really doesn't, that makes it so that the whole encounter, the big fight and everything doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And like the capture of the signs of the Seventh Dawn and everything that was happening, none of that makes sense if there wasn't ill intent, because they're basically putting all the blame on Adeleji, but he died. So then there should have been no reason for there to be any conflict if everyone else was on the same page.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. If that was the plan all along, then why all the other things happen?
Yeah. So it's a retcon that didn't cover everything properly. There are some plot holes in it. And again, I still stand by this being a retcon. Like I'm almost now after this, I'm almost 100% certain that they changed their mind. And they tried to swerve the story in a different direction. This was not the original plan, I feel.
I feel like I find the part with Ilbert the most unsatisfying in this season.
Yeah. That's the worst part. That's almost the worst part. On top of that, again, like they should have, if Ilbert and the maid and Lolorito were all planning to double cross Adeleji, then there shouldn't have been a fight. Raoban shouldn't have been imprisoned. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shouldn't have been imprisoned either. The reputation of the adventurer, of the warrior of lights and all that stuff shouldn't have been.
That.
Exactly. There's no reason for any of that.
And if Lolorito was controlling the Braves, because that's what it sounds like, that he had multiple contributions, it wasn't just Ilbert, then why did the whole fight in Ul'dah happen?
Exactly.
Like he could just call them off.
And if Ilbert's only motivation is to help out Alamigo and stuff, then there would have been no reason for him to like attempt to kill us and hunt us down and all that stuff. And there's that thing that happened at the Colosseum with Ilbert and Yuhasa and all the other Crystal Braves. Like it doesn't make sense. It almost feels as if no, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it almost feels as if those first couple of quests were written aligned with the Realm Reborn, and then halfway through they changed it. But at the same time, there aren't patches in between. This is all Heaven's Ward. So it all came out together. So they should have had the same plan with all of this.
Yeah, it seems confusing.
Yeah. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? That's the worst part. The worst part is, especially at the end of all this, I thought that Lolorito was I thought that the reason why I did all this was so that he could be in charge. But apparently not. It's like
I mean, I like that kind of what he said, where he's like, he has no interest in like ruining the government because like that's worse for his business. So basically, he just wants to keep the status quo. No,
that's fine. But then, who was running the government this entire time?
I guess him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the point is that like Sultana never had a say anyway. It was always the syndicate running.
Well, yeah. So what's the point of keeping her alive? Then why didn't we just stay with killing her?
Because if she dies, then because if she dies, then there will be riots and shit, and like he wants stability. It's like Sultana is like his puppet, his face to show to the people like, hey, everything is okay.
But she was going to resign anyway. Like,
see, that's another thing. Like they're gonna wake her up, but she was decided to resign.
She was going to step down anyway. Like it's, like her stepping down or her dying, like in game, like affecting the politics of the place would have resulted in the same thing anyway.
Or maybe Or maybe it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Sultana is gonna resign, and because Lolorito saved her, she's gonna like give the power to her.
No.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I did like about this was like how they showed that basically Rauban is a prisoner of his own like life. Like he can actually do anything because no matter which direction he goes, like he's still trapped.
Sure, kind of. I mean, again, like everything that happened here doesn't explain away Ilbert's actions or the Crystal Brave's actions either, because, as you said, like Lolorito is supposed to be in charge of for the most part, in charge of the Crystal Braves as well. And he even just said that like now he's not working with Ilbert anymore. So then who the fuck is in charge of the Crystal Braves? Like, what the fuck is going on with all that?
I mean,
they didn't.
Crystal Braves are rogue, basically.
No, they're still an organization. Like, as in,
yeah,
they,
but
they
what
still
I mean is
are
that like
led.
they may be just led by Ilbert now.
Maybe, but like that wouldn't make any sense for Lolito either, because he said that he invested into the Crystal Braves.
Maybe he just ended like working specifically with Ilbert, but he's still working with the rest of the Braves.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't like this.
Yeah, it was
to me. This is worse than them changing the motivations of Alfino. This is actually worse because this is impacting the story in a bigger way. Yeah.
I feel like, see, is a problem I have even more so with this part. Because of the time, or because of the moment we are in the whole story, I actually don't care about Ul'dah.
No, yeah. Well, that's like, because they should have done this first. They should have done this first or after. Either just do everything in Ishgard related to Ishgard first and then come back, which I think would have been better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or just do this to begin with. The problem with doing this to begin with is that it, like, I feel like the events with the Sultana and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and Rauban needs time to breathe. So I think it was a good thing to leave them for a bit, but I don't think we should come back so soon.
Yeah, because like it's like we just got the huge revelation with Kresberg. We got like Israel is broken, like Eshtini is more motivated than ever to just slay everything. And we like, we look at this cloud that is about to kill everyone and like never stop. And then we're like, by the way, Ul'dah. It's like, I just don't care.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like the prison break of Rauban should have been done after. It would have been better as well, because to be fair, I don't know how things in Ishgard are going to resolve, but like, imagine we do everything right. We kill Nidhogg or whatever. We end the war. Ishgard is a lot more free, or like, they're not as oppressed because they're not at war anymore, or not at war as much. And then now with our new allies, specifically us and like House Fortom and the Azure Dragoon and Ysail, and like with basically like a new team, that's when we come back and we break out Rauban, and then we do everything here.
Sure, why not?
That just would have been more satisfying.
Maybe, but like either way, I just don't like. I don't think this specific moment, like after meeting Kresberg and like finding out that like, oh, primates are actually not real. Like what? And it's like, oh, by the way, come back to Ul'dah, to like the regular stuff. I feel like there's just too much of a contrast between these two events.
Yeah. It's too jarring. Because at the moment we just don't care about this.
Yeah, like there are more important things in the world happening right now.
Yeah, there are.
We like, I understand that maybe like they wanted to give a player like some time to breathe from like the heavy stuff, to put it that way. But at the same time, like like I feel like it would make more sense than to like explore more like what the characters are going through in that moment, then rather than like just straight up changing pace.
Yeah. All right. Let's speak to you, Giddy.
You had killed the one you served. Pray excuse my mutterings. I was reminded of a line from an old poem.
I also didn't like that. One, personally, I didn't like that they made the handmaiden like again a part of everything. Two, she didn't even get to explain herself.
Yeah,
she literally didn't even get to speak because Lolorito jumped in. So it's like, what the fuck? Like again, like I feel like she was supposed to be a much more important character, especially with how they treated her in the cutscenes and everything at the end of A Realm Reborn. Like it's I feel like she got fucked over the most, is like character wise, like when it comes to potential for what she could have been. Ugh.
Maybe, yeah.
By the 12th, I feared Lord Lorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana.
It's not a happy ending, Alfina. Just want to point it out.
Alfina would see this dark chapter in Ul'dah's history brought to a close. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I would imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us.
Also, isn't he like, isn't he too warm in this coat now? Because it's like a winter coat? Something like that. Where is it again?
Chamber of Rule.
Yeah.
Chamber of Rule.
Did they say anything new?
I'll speak to you, Gary.
I hope the Lorito's potion is as effective as he claims.
It would appear that the Syndicate has moved swiftly to clear our names. Bartholomew, for one, does not seem remotely surprised by our presence here.
I mean, he knew us.
Flame General Ralban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Ul'dah into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrius, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Ul'dah has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Hey, Lid.
Hello.
Remember science?
Nah, don't worry about it.
They don't exist. Also, I like how he's like, I'm gonna disband Crystal Braves. Like, you're not in control of them whatsoever. How are you gonna disband them? But okay. Sure, go ahead, Alfino.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention to the cutscene. I was looking into, I was googling up a couple of things, and yeah, basically the writers, I don't think the writers changed, but they just overall decided to change the direction of what they were, the story that they were telling. So it was not just what was happening in Ul'dah. So obviously, originally with The Realm Reborn, they had certain plans for Ul'dah. Then they changed their mind, so they had to try and write themselves out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the same can be said for the Crystal Braves as well, which is basically what we're doing. Like, it was something that was built up, and then there was a big, obviously a big thing with them being corrupt and all that stuff, which is great. But now basically they're stepping away from it. Like, I say stepping away. They are distancing. That's it. They're distancing themselves from the idea of one unified grand company. Same with distancing themselves from the idea of there being a new leader, a new hierarchy when it comes to Ul'dah. Because if you remember, originally the Sultana wanted to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so that things could be run in a different way because of how Ul'dah is. But obviously with this change, now she's not dead, she's alive, which means she's probably just going to be the same Sultana that she was before. Like,
I mean, we are also saying that though at the end of Realm Reborn that like changing the government of Ul'dah is not really changing much.
Sure.
Is it like it wouldn't help Ul'dah, so it doesn't really matter?
No. We were talking about how her decision to do that was a selfish one because she's basically giving up and not attempting to change things despite being in power. And I don't think that's necessarily going to change here. She's just going to be there. So yeah, they basically they just walked back on a bunch of their like story choices in A Realm Reborn.
That's it. Personally, I wanted the Sultana scene was too short almost, I want to say. I mean, not too short, but like she woke up, it's like, oh, I'm awake, and like, okay, cut to something else. It's like, we don't know if she remembers anything. We don't know what her mind is. Like, I actually wanted her to be like sick for a bit, like, you know, like she was asleep for a week or something, if not longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted her to, like, you know, like have like time of recovery, or maybe she doesn't remember what happened, or maybe she still like is intent on like changing the whatever. Like, I wanted some interaction with her, but like they just had a reunion with her Alban, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then if you move to the next scene, they were like, "Oh, Teleji has new intelligence, and this happened." Like, what reason do we have to believe him? He could be just making it up as he's sitting there. Because it's convenient.
Yeah. Alright, Bartholomew. Beg your pardon, Scion, but I cannot permit you to enter the fragrant chamber at this time. Okay. Can't go in. Calf, you know. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains, there is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pole of my despair. Okay. Alfina would know how things stand at the Rising Stones. Yes. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion.
I am assured that Her Grace will make a full recovery.
Aye, and Ul'dah too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe.
I don't, but okay.
Lady Ugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones?
Ah yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Stall when they learned of Captain Ailbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alfino.
Yes, see, to me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. As we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Light? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, they're just sweeping it all under the rug. It's like, oh, remember the Crystal Braves? And remember how you thought that they were all corrupt and working against you? Nah, they're fine. They like you again.
Yeah, like, some of them like you.
They're not. No, everyone likes us. They're not dealing with it in a good way. They're not reconciling this in a good way.
Also, hello, Junam.
Hello.
Hello. We do not have a cranky Ducklings B team right now, no. But you are free to play in our tournaments. We do have tournaments on Fridays for amateur players.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Sea Duckling Open, which is up to Diamond. And then the next week should be Masters 1 Open, which is up to 4.9k MMR Master.
Yeah, years ago we used to have a more active amateur team. We used to play in like team leagues for amateur players and stuff like that. But in recent years we've been focusing a lot more on just casting, running events, all that stuff, and maintaining our pro team.
Do you think these tournaments are good for finding practice partners? Potentially, but you can also try just, joining us on Discord and see if someone is up for playing, I guess. Do I have a cranky command? Cranky. No. How about the... Oh no, there it is. No, that's not. That's my Discord. That Discord doesn't really have much StarCraft going on. I don't have a Duckling command. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold. I don't know why I don't have it, by the way. Wait, this is not great. I'm struggling. Okay, I got it. There. This is the Ducklings Discord. So you can maybe trade that. I can't guarantee that there will be people to practice, but there may be. But yeah, we do everything related to Ducklings on the cranky_core Ducklings channel, and here is where we play Final Fantasy for the most part. And we are going through Heavensward right now, so yeah.
Yeah. On our personal streams, we do other things, right? Whether it's us playing Final Fantasy here or Yaku playing Planet Zoo on his channel. If you want StarCraft casting, that's on the Cranky Ducklings. Otherwise, there's just other personal stuff on our personal streams.
I mean, I laddered once this year.
You did? Yes. Where are you? I'm waiting inside.
I just saw you on Vindicta's Discord streaming. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my god. Remember the Crystal Brave that stands in Mordona and wanted she wanted to arrest you, but she was too scared?
Mm-hmm.
She's still there.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Okay, I just want to read to you. Now she's saying something different. It's like, you, we rejoice at your return, O esteemed and merciful warrior of light. Please have mercy on me. Okay, whatever. Also, I wanted to say one thing. I do enjoy that Alfino is like a bit more emotional about things, I guess. That's the one good part that they did. But Commander, you're alive.
Light too. I knew you'd scrape through.
It's the guy that nobody remembers.
My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah. You'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye. But we were still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. And that right. Ain't that right, mates?
Mates?
Where's the boulder?
Yeah, where's Boulder? Or Boulder.
Aye.
Or Bulldozer. Whatever.
You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. You know, we know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see, and we all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves...
The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideas upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you.
Commander Alfino, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others.
I thought they died.
Yeah, they got captured.
Didn't they like collapse a tunnel on themselves?
Yes, they got captured in the tunnel.
Hmm.
My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Baldur is not here.
I would say I would like this scene voice acted actually.
Yeah.
I feel like
better voice acted.
I feel like not even because it's a big scene, but because like it's an emotional scene, so it would be better with voice acting.
All right, left to right. We start with FME.
Whom?
Left to right. FME.
I clicked on the bubble again. Mielikka, I joined the Crystal Braves in the hopes of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision. Not even for a moment.
Aware. If we scrutinize the Scion's records, they should provide us with likely locations to which the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease. It is for work just such as this that we have been trained. Eliane.
We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you. Between us and the Immortal Flames, no stone Eorzea will be left unturned. Since when do we trust immortal flames.
I don't know if you know, but during the goddamn feast, Flamin got ambushed by some 3rd unit curs over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose. Noose, though. I ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is she's lying low somewhere in the port.
She was with Boulder.
She was.
Yeah.
Yugiri.
I feel blessed to have witnessed such a display of camaraderie.
Yugiri.
We must repair this damage if our minds are able to focus. Now, where to begin?
First things first. We must needs put the Rising Stones in order. We cannot have the Archons return to find their headquarters in such shambles. Hold on. I sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, and it would seem that Ul'dah and Papalimo's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. Alright, Alfina. Pray excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty. Light. But as a Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Alfino has matters to attend to.
Yeah, I just checked. We have the same patron, because I also have my patron as Thaliak.
I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm. Specifically, Urianger in the Waking Sands. And remember how Urianger is like kind of bad? He's like speaking to the Ashians? Remember that?
That's fine. Look, the Pope is not bad, so he's not bad either.
And Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able.
He has more to say.
Oh, what does he say?
Did he leave?
Yes.
I am informed that Flamin and her bodyguards, Horribulder and Coltanet, went missing shortly after the feast. Our list of absent friends grows longer.
Okay.
Hey, at least we know they're not dead.
I mean,
at least they're not confirmed dead. Let's put it that way.
Again, like, because of the retcon that they did in Ul'dah, like, there is no reason for them to be in hiding, because there's no one hunting them down.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes everything worse. Like,
yeah, like, it cheapens all of it, right? Like, all these, like, quote-unquote sacrifices.
Well, it also just makes the writers have to work extra hard to try and, like, bring everyone back together, because it's like, because there literally is no reason for them to be hiding right now. Yeah. Anyway, I think I am done for today. We have finished our side quests in Ul'dah. Now we're going back to Ishgard. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
I feel like, like just in my my subjective opinion. Like, the problems with the plot itself is one thing, but like, I feel like just the placing it where it is made it everything worse, because like it's great and everything, but like I just talked to a giant dragon who told me that everything we knew is wrong. It's like I don't really care about the politics of a specific nation that we never trusted.
Yeah.
And then like once again, like I feel bad for Alphino in this expansion. Not because of like what's happening to him, but like I feel like he's not being treated very well in this expansion by the writing. Like he doesn't appear in the trailer, like he's completely skipped, even though like this is supposed to be like the most, let's say, traumatic event of his life so far. And then like his parts are not even voice acted. Like the parts were like super emotional for him are not even voice acted. It's like they don't give Alphino the spotlight, and it makes me sad because he's a good character. Like you can do a lot with him because he's an interesting character, and then they just don't.
Yeah. So far, like, yeah, it's questionable. What I will say is that despite like how much I honestly don't like the story so far in Ul'dah and what they've done with any of the story related to Edosia, I am enjoying everything in like Ishgard and everything like with Ysael and with Hralfsgar and with Einstein and the Azure Dragoon. Like, I'm fine with all of that. So far.
Like this part of the problem, like we're following that story in Ishgard, like takes all our attention. Then it's like, hey, you have to go back to Ul'dah to like sort this out.
Yeah, I'm saying that the story that they're having us do in Ishgard is a good story. So yes, I'm appreciative of that because it has been a good story so far.
Except that one line from Alphino, it was good.
Sure. But yeah, it's just everything that they've decided to do with the Erosian side of the story, I think has not been good. I think it's straight up been bad. Not bad enough to make everything bad yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. But that said, once again, I have become a huge fan of Alphino, I have to say, just in general. So I want to see him have more spotlight. So I enjoyed that, like, he's having some more like emotional moments and stuff, and it's not like, you know, just that young prodigy who knows everything. But like, as I said, like I feel like some of the parts were neglected. So that is the part I enjoy out of the Ul'dah side of things, where like they show Alphino like rethinking his life basically and like trying to go through this. So that part I enjoy, but like the rest of it is like
yeah. Aye. But with that, thank you everyone for tuning in today. Thank you everyone. We appreciate it. We were able to again just catch up with some of the story. We also did the events as well, the Final Fantasy XI event. So you can check out the VODs if you are interested in some of that. Yeah.
Should we make Yaku stream now?
No. But yeah. Alright. It's time to head off. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye.
Bye.